turn on the TV.
Oh, dear, dear, bread and beer. You got me.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Raynham Board of Selectmen. This is Tuesday, March 12th. The minutes, gentlemen.
Yes, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the minutes as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have no department heads here this evening and no committee representatives. Appointments, we have no appointments. We have no public hearings. Do we have any new business, gentlemen?
Madam Chair.
None, Madam Chair.
Completion of old business, we have none. Boy, Randy, it came right bouncing to you real quick.
Yeah, good thing I'm ready.
Good thing you're ready. You're always ready.
Bridgewater Raynham Regional School District has its public hearing on its budget tomorrow evening, followed by a formal school committee vote on March 27th. Other budget information, deadline for petition articles is March 29th. This coming Monday, the Finance Committee meets with the police, fire, and highway departments, and I believe that's 7 p.m. at the Senior Center. Under gaming, I guess RFP for consulting services, the town has issued an RFP looking for someone to review the impacts of slot machines at the former dog track in reference to the application of Raynham Park LLC, and responses are due Thursday. New health agent, David Flaherty, started March 4th. He's becoming acclimated to the new job, new office, and new town. I took him on a tour of the town today, and we discussed some of the current Board of Health issues. Upcoming SMHD Steering Committee next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Home Consortium quarterly meeting Thursday, March 21st, and Department Head meeting Thursday, March 21st, also at 10 a.m. That's all I have.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for us?
Just one, Madam Chair. Any further information on the North School?
I'll go into that when...
Okay, you get into that? Okay,
yes.
thank you. Yep.
Actually, I can do it right now.
What?
We did have a meeting. There were representatives from the Historical Commission, the Assessors, Council on Aging, and Finance. And Peter Bamilla, whom I actually had asked to come for the construction portion of the building. He had done some work over there. And I had some, we had some questions for them. It all boils down to the fact of we have a school building. Randy sent out an RFP on the school, and we did not get the responses that we had hoped that we were going to get. So at this point in time, no one is interested in partnering with us in order to rehab the building. We've already removed the tanks outside. We've already removed the asbestos and the burners on the inside. Comes to a point where we either have to finish some sort of remodeling, as in the roof, the windows, and install a heating system. And we're kind of reluctant to do that and spend the money that we have if we have no interest whatsoever in anyone doing anything with the school. Okay? Randy was going to contact Dennis and ask Dennis to go over and inspect the roof to make sure that there are no leaks. I think a lot of it will hinge on that, because if it's leaking, we have to do something. Two options. We either fix the roof if it's leaking, or we just tear the building down. Now, I have a lot of people who do not want the building torn down. So this is going to be we don't know. So the first step was checking the roof. If the roof is still sound, Randy's going to do an RFP, send that out to see if anyone was willing to lease the building, in which case we would have to do the windows and the heating system. We would have to do that anyway. But at least we'd get some sort of income coming back from that, and the building would at least be saved. So that's what we ended up deciding to do. Now, my plea to people this evening is going to be, what is your choice? Do you think the building should just be torn down and turned into a couple of house lots? I don't think so. That's my own personal opinion. I have others that share my opinion. I think we've taken down everything in town of any historical value whatsoever. There's nothing left but Gilmore Hall and private residences. But there's no historical buildings left. Look what we've done here. This is an absolutely beautiful building. We spent some money on it, but would have cost us a lot more to build a new one. So that's where we are. If anyone has any ideas, if anybody that's willing to lease the building, paying, an appropriate amount of money for rent, please call in and let us know. Let us know your opinion as to what you think we should do with the building. Should we tear it down? Should we try to leave it up?
Well, I'd just like to, I did not attend the meeting, Madam Chair, so I appreciate that input. But personally, I sincerely hope that the committee and those in the town take a long-term view of the value of that asset, take a strategic perspective and say, we may not need it today, but it's a property that, as you've indicated, has some real intrinsic value, and I sincerely hope that we not move quickly to destruct or to tear that building down. I think that would be a terrible waste of a valuable, and as you say, historical, facility, and I just think there are so many things that we could do with that, not the least of which is perhaps longer range, house some of our library activity there, and I'm sure that has been discussed.
That has been discussed, and I think that is a wonderful idea, that the library could convert the building they're in now as a children's library and use that as an annex for the adult library.
And
that's a great idea for it. Another thing that I don't want to see it torn down for, too, is what about South Coast Rail? Is it coming in? Where is it going to go? We are going to need a substation up north, no matter how you slice it, for police and fire. That's another building that could be used.
There you go, yeah.
It could be used for that. And the most important thing, too, is, and this is going to sound probably corny, but we're custodians of the buildings. We're not mandated to tear them down. They're not our buildings to tear down. That's not what we were put here for, to tear them down.
And when it's determined what it costs to upgrade the building, whether it's windows or whatever, I mean, I think we ought to consider, budgeting over some period of time, not try to accomplish it all in 1 year, because obviously monies, are tight, and they're already allocated for many priorities. But it's something perhaps we could spread out over 4 or 5 years as we...
As long as, like I said, the roof is sound, then we can hold off on doing anything with it until we can get some idea. Because we don't know, is the slots going to be there? We know we've got Walmart there, and what about the South Coast Rail?
Well, as you put it, the town is growing, and there's bound to be, a number of possibilities for that
it could be
facility
used
in the future.
And that's what I'm hoping for. So if anybody's got any ideas, please let us know. That's all I have. How about you?
Nothing, Madam Chair, thank you.
This evening is filled with a little bit of disappointments to me. As I read this, you will understand why. This is a letter from the Office of the Treasurer Collector. Dear Mrs. Smith, as the elected treasurer tax collector becomes an appointed position on April 30th, 2013, I will not be seeking to be appointed to the position. It is my intention to retire. As real estate taxes are due on May 1st, I will finish the week and retire on May 3rd, 2013. I am submitting this letter at this time so you will have sufficient time to find a qualified replacement. If it is necessary, I will be available after this date to give assistance to the new treasurer tax collector. I have enjoyed working for the town of Raynham and with all of the employees, especially the ones in my office. I leave knowing that we have made significant improvements upgrading the operations in the office. Sincerely, Linda J. King, Town Treasurer Collector.
Make a motion that we accept the resignation.
Second.
Motion's been made.
Regretfully.
All in favor?
Aye.
And this is with deep regret, because Linda has done a fantastic job in that position. I've known her for many, many years. She's a great person, and she really has done exceptional work. She's come a long way in that office, so we thank her for her service, and she definitely is retiring, though. I had asked her, would she change her mind? Did she change her mind? She said, no, I'm leaving. Okay. All right. This was a letter to Mr. Buckner. I would like to inform you that I am resigning from my position as recording secretary from the Board of Selectmen effective March 20th, 2013. Thank you for the opportunities for professional and personal development that you have provided me during the last 10 years. I have enjoyed working with the board and appreciate the support provided me during my time with the town. If I can be of any help during this transition, please let me know. Sincerely, our very own Dawn, who is leaving us. Yeah.
Doesn't seem that long.
It was Dawn. It's been a long time. And I think, well,
Wow.
except,
Yeah, I guess I'll have to accept her resignation.
Second. We'll miss you, Dawn. Thank you.
all in favor?
Aye.
And we most definitely will miss you. And thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can read any more of those, Randy.
I think that's the last.
Is that the last one, I hope? Dear God. Everybody's leaving. This is for the acceptance of the sewer pump station and on Whippoorwill Woods Estate.
Yes, I'll make a motion that we accept this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We don't have to sign anything on this, do we, Randall? No.
It has to be on the warrant.
Please?
It has to be on the warrant for the upcoming time.
Gotcha.
Right.
Professional firefighters of Raynham, dear Board, with spring approaching and June 30th, 2013 as being the final day of our previously negotiated collective bargaining agreement, we would like to begin the process of negotiating a successor agreement. Please respond at your earliest convenience with a date and time available to you to begin the process. Thank you for your time. Andrew Alexander, Secretary from the firefighters. Joseph, you want to?
Sure.
Andy, you can get together with Joe and get a time for that. Wrong pile. We are having our annual rabies clinic. The Board of Health will sponsor a rabies clinic on Saturday, April 13th, 2013, from 12 noon to 2 p.m. behind the fire station at 37 Orchard Street. The law requires that all cats and dogs over 3 months of age be vaccinated for rabies. To receive a shot, dogs must be leashed and cats must be in a carrier. Vaccinations are administered by the Raynham Veterinary Hospital personnel at a cost of $10, with all proceeds going to the Raynham Public Library. This is from the Raynham Board of Health, and make sure you get down there from 12 to 2, April 13th, and have your dogs and cats inoculated. The activity report for the fire department for February. Boy, they are really, really going up. As of February 28th, 2012, they had 429 number of incidences. February 28th, 2013, they had 483. They are so busy all the time. They really, really are. We have a bunch of tag days, Randy. Oh. If I can read them, we'll be all set. This is all one. American Liver Foundation, and they would like the date of May 10th and 17th for one. Global Playground, April 15th and April 17th. Does it say what it's for? No. Avon Products Foundation, May 12th, 2013. And that's it, gentlemen.
Okay, motion to accept those requests.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any press time?
Did David Flaherty just become the new health agent?
March 4th, yep.
That's it for now.
Okay. No emergency business, citizen input. Adjournment, please.
Yes. Make a motion that we adjourn the meeting and proceed with signing the bills.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.